So let's tip things off talking about NBA Live 18. Before we get to the demo, which we both have played, we might as well talk about the companion app for the NBA Live mobile. NBA Live Mobile is the game. It's the NBA Live companion app, I should say. Um, Last week's show, we were talking about how it was probably going to drop around about the time of the demo coming out. It then proceeded to come out shortly after we finished recording. So that's par for the course here on the NLSC podcast. Actually, we thought we're safe because we've been recording on Friday nights and releasing the show on Saturday. So we thought, okay, that's usually we've covered all the news for the week by Friday evening Australian time. So we thought we were safe, but no, here comes the companion app, and hey, that's fine. We have more to talk about this week. But before we get to the demo, we might as well talk about the said companion app and the quality of such. Very similar to the Live 16 app, and of course you have to uninstall the Live 16 companion app first to avoid any problems, at least on Android, which I believe we're both on.
Yep.
So I did that. I actually didn't scan until today. I left it off. I'd been putting it off all week and deciding whether I wanted to shave my beard back into a goatee, what I wanted to have as my face scan, and eventually I decided just to try scanning with the full beard, or what passes for a full beard. Again, people like Leftos put me to shame, but and Kenny too. Kenny had a scan. I think he was the first of us to do his scan, and Kenny's came out really well. Like that's a really good likeness of Kenny.
Yeah, I was really impressed with his one, and it actually showed like his facial hair pretty well as well. So that one turned out really good. I then tried mine. I hadn't shaved, and mine turned out not too bad, but I still felt like actually mine turned out pretty well. But yeah, I still felt like I needed to shave and to get that better look. So I actually shaved yesterday, but because it was a bit late in the day, the lighting and all that stuff wasn't great. So I tried today, and yeah, got another good scan out of it. So yeah, and a lot better with the shaven look in terms of the less sort of almost like a blur in a sense, like because of the hair and that sort of thing. So
it
minimizes
comes through a bit painted, I guess. The facial hair
smudge maybe, blur smudge. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's definitely worth doing it shaven as opposed to unshaven in that sense. And that was the same with the 2K one as well. So
yeah,
results came a lot better.
Problems with that as well. My 2K17 one came out okay with the beard. This one, my scan, I had some problems. It was not rendering. I had to do it. I had to reset the phone. It was really starting to bug me, but I did get it done in the end. And I got a pretty good render. I'm fairly happy with mine. The weird thing is, because I have blue eyes, and they came out kind of brown, so it could be the lighting on that. I might have to rescan. But for the moment, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, it's captured my face pretty well. I mean, you've seen photos of me.
Yeah, well, I've noticed with mine today, because my eyes in real life are sort of like a hazily green. They sort of go between the two and that. But in the scan, they're actually blue.
They were very light blue, yeah. So it must be the lighting. So I might try it again at some point. But it kind of got my beard, because my hair on my head has gone. It hasn't gone. It's turned brown as I got older. I was really golden blonde as a kid, and it went kind of a light brown, dark blonde, light brown in my teenage years. But my beard still comes through kind of reddish blonde, like a lot of people who were blonde as kids.
Yep.
So yeah, when I do scan it, it does have that very smudgy effect, and it didn't really get the whole sideburns and everything. But I did find that there's a pretty good blonde beard in there, which is kind of like mine at the moment. So I overlaid that over my scan, and it actually looked pretty good, I thought. My
That's good.
My scan, I posted it up on social media and everything, and yeah, I mean, my nose is perfect. It's really got my nose, actually, and sort of my cheeks. It's really good in that sense. My eyes are a bit too close together. The colours is off, as I said, but it's, for a phone app, it's pretty damn good. Like, you're not going to get 24 cameras like the scan that they do, or whatever it is, 24, 32, I forget now, in the studio scanning real plays. It's not going to be that quality. But because we don't have the face sculpting tools in Live compared to 2K, so if you use one of the generic faces, you're kind of stuck with that generic face. A face scan is better than nothing. So yeah, it does work. It's pretty straightforward, like the Live 16 app, and the results everyone seems to be pretty happy with their results actually, but I have noticed some people on Android are saying they're having problems with it, and a lot of the older Androids don't support it. Older phones, like phones from even just a couple of years ago, so that's kind
Yeah,
of a
well,
problem.
my Samsung Note 2, because I've been using that because my one that I bought last year, and that um, storage capacity issues where I can't move anything over to externals, or I can't delete all this other content, and that's just there, and I've deleted every app basically possible on it. So I've had to resort back to using my old phone because of that version of Android on it. Um, that one doesn't support it, but the phone that has the full storage thing, that's not allowing me to do it. To use other, or to do a lot with it, like using it like the regular phone, and that is actually allowing me to, does actually support the app, and that's what I use. But to do it, surprisingly, my tablet, which is just a cheap HP tablet that I bought, supports the app, which is cool. So that was a surprise when I saw that it was compatible with it.
Yeah. So how old's that?
I bought that when I was in the first time I went down to Ballarat, so 2014. It was only like $129 tablets.
Okay,
Like,
so that's still 3 years ago. So
yeah,
I know X was having problems with his phone. He said it wasn't compatible. So that's unfortunate. If we run a NLSC squad in live Pro-Am as well as 2K Pro-Am this year, that X may not be able to have a face. But, or a real
he
face.
really
Anyway.
should have become Mr. X.
Yeah, Mr. X, yeah. But yeah, so it's out there now on the Play Store and the iTunes Store, I suppose, on iTunes, Apple and iOS and Android devices. You can get it. Results are looking pretty good. Seeing the scans that are being shared in the community, everyone's been doing that, and in the forum as well. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with my scan. So it's, I may try it again, especially if I do end up, because you can change the face and things. You can't change your position and your height and everything, but you can change the face and your name. So I might give it a scan another time, because you can always reject it if you don't like the results.
Yeah,
But I might give it another go. But for now, I'm pretty happy.
yeah, I'm the same with mine. If I get a better phone between now and then, I'll probably has a better front camera, and that I'll give it another crack as well. I do want to say this, like the algorithm, I think, or whatever the algorithms and stuff that they're using for when they're taking the data from the photos and that to create the model, and that seems to be really good in that. I haven't seen any like nightmare faces like we've seen like with the 2K app, so it has worked better in that sense, where there hasn't been that sort of
Well, my friend did point out that when I posted on my Facebook that I don't have eyebrows, because I've got my eyebrows are quite fair, like my facial hair, so they didn't come out very well. So I look a bit like Charlie Villanueva, I suppose, in that respect. I'm the white Charlie V. And indeed, I've talked about how pasty I am. You can actually see it for yourself now on my Twitter at AndrewNLSC. But apart from that, it's a pretty good likeness. But yeah, no real sort of nightmare faces. You didn't try to
seen some like Beetlejuice and stuff like that.
You didn't try and scan the cat this time?
Actually, that might be something I try. I just got to see if I can get him to stay still long enough. I don't know, might try and tease him with an onion if that seems to get his attention from earlier today.
Change the name to Ben Catman or something
Yeah.
in the app. Something that was weird when I set it up in game, it had the name to call, the audio name, and on the list it had Begley, which I don't know whether it just did that because I entered it as my surname, but it also showed up in the list of audio names. So I'll have to see when I get to the NBA. I guess I won't know until the game comes out, but I don't know. I wonder if they've added that in there. If so, thank you, whoever did that, if that's the case, but I'll have to see.
Oh, hopefully they have. I know my one's been in live and that for the last couple of years and that, and I think that's mainly because of like in regards to the NFL with Dion Branch and all that stuff. So I'm thankful.
I'm guessing your name is probably a bit more common than mine, at least at least outside of outside of Ireland. Anyway, there's a lot of Begleys over there because that's where it's from. But but yeah, so that will be cool if we both have our names called. Love to see that in 2K, so I don't have to be A-Train Or,
Yeah, all those terrible nicknames.
remember, what was it in 2K14? I was A-Train because that's my classic. You were a boss, and Jiao Ming was Big Daddy because
Yeah.
he was the only one with kids among us when the podcast at the time.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
no,
right.
so that was a pretty funny thing. But yeah, so the app is out, and we've got our faces we're in the game, Ben.
Yes.
To use the slogan, I suppose.